Hey, this is Peggy with Easy Peasy Machine Embroidery, and today I am in Premier Plus Ultra, and a request came in for splitting a design, so I'm going to show you how I would do it. This is an example of a design I did a long time ago, and it had to have been split, so this is how I did it. I created my design, and what I did is I made my hoop, and I'm trying to figure out why my hoop doesn't want to work. In either case, I set it up so we're going to do this, and there we go. There's my hoops, and I'm going to set it up so I have a width of 200 and my height is going to be 800. Okay, and I'm going to create my design within this hoop, and I've already done that, and I saved it to a file folder. And now what I'm going to do, and I could go into the Wizards and Split project, but I rarely use that. I found an easier way to do this because I have the Ultra program. So I'm going to go down here to the Design Aligner. And when you open the Design Aligner, it should open up where you have to tell it what hoop you're going to use to stitch this out. So I chose the 200 by 260. And I want my alignment stitches in the corners. And I'm going to say next. And now I'm going to open the embroidery. And this is what it's going to look like. If it was longer, you would see a longer hoop. But basically, the reason why I like to do it in here is because, see this little line of squares? I can move this down and right there could be a little issue. But what it's going to do is, now when I say split the design, just that little part is going to hang over the edge. So I know that I probably would like to set my margins a little bit different. Or if I did a Control A, I can resize this just a little bit and push that up there. And now my split is going to be right here so that none of my words are going to have to, when I hoop it, I'm not going to have to match up anything on my words. So that's how I do that. It's a little bit easier when you go into that design aligner and you can move things around a little bit. You can scooch these blocks a little bit. So if you find that you're cutting a letter off or an object off with the embroidery, then you can, scooch it just a little bit. So then we're going to go up to split the design, and right there is where the split is. And I can say, is that exactly where I want it to be? I can scooch it a little bit. I can adjust things a little bit. I think I can adjust my margin a little bit also. And what it's going to do, now I can see how it's going to split, and it's fine. So I'm going to say okay. And I'm going to put it down here in my video folder. And now if I go back into my video folder, you can see that it has been split. It says Untitled Exported 1 and 2. So I'm gonna go back in here and try it with something else. So now I'm going to go back into my Premier program, into my big hoop. I'm going to add a super design. Throw that in there. Let's add some lettering. And let's put a, let's see, we'll do this and just apply that lettering. And let's do some more super designs. I'll put a beagle up there. I'll do a copy. And a paste. Control C, Control V. Okay, so let's do a export. And I like to export my stuff rather than just copy and paste it in. And now I'm going to go down to Design Aligner. It's going to ask me my hoop size. I'm going to bump that up to 30 millimeter overlap. And you can play with that a little bit. And I'm going to say Open Embroidery. And Finish. And there's just one little section that I could have a problem with. So I'm going to zoom in. And I'm just going to slide this down. And now I'm going to say split that design. Export. Okay. And then we go back into that folder and you can see that's been exported and there are no places where there's going to be an issue. So that's how I would split my designs. If they don't split the way I want to, I would definitely, save as a VP4 so that I can go back in and rearrange things just a little bit and just to make it easier on myself. I know it's a pain in the butt to try to match up a design when the split is halfway in the middle of a design. So anyway, hope you understand how to do this and leave a comment. I do make videos on request and give me a thumbs up. Thanks for listening. Bye.